if we are not authentic, true to our nature as characters, we are fake. We are fake news. We do not deliver the truth to ourselves, and then we miss out on the truth itself of what is. We cannot connect to truth by lying. We cannot lie to ourselves and distort our form and our abilities in order to fit something, some idea, someone's idea, and then expect the truth itself to be us. We must express the truth of what is in order to be the truth of what is. It doesn't matter that we are already this truth in the appearance, in the story, as long as the identification exists. Authenticity is the only way to express all nothingness. And this is a paradox because the authenticity has to be of a character. You do not have to be loyal to some philosophical idea, to something that you don't know anything about. You have to be authentic to the only thing you know anything about. You can say you know many things about many subjects, but in fact the only thing you really, truly, undeniably know is who you are, the character that you are. How you feel, where you live, how you look. This is what you know for a fact. Everything else is questionable. It can change, but the thing itself of what you truly are, the character, this is like yours. It's a knowledge that comes from within you. No one taught you. No textbook taught you how to be you. You did it by yourself. You built your character. You had your experiences. You have memory. You have everything that built the character. So you didn't learn anything from anyone. You did that. So this is the only thing you really, truly know without any outer learning experiences and influences. So this is wonderful. This is the only thing you know. You, the character. This is the only thing you know. This is the only gate you have. And yet, what is happening right now to people as humans is that they do not accept their form, character, abilities, dreams, and they try to fit something else. Some idea, maybe sometimes it's a good idea, sometimes it's a bad idea. Some people sell their character for materialistical things like career and success and money and relationships. And some sell their authenticity to noble ideas, spiritual ideas like enlightenment and religion and God and everything. But both cases, the person is not the character that he is. He tries to be something else. Of course, this is a wonderful field of experimenting and expressions, and you can and you should see and learn and be influenced by many, many things and experience and express. But the main thing is that there are so many reflections. You have to remember that all the reflections are reflections of you. You are the source. Everything else is like a reflection. So if you forget the fact that you are the original reflection, you are not a reflection, you are the thing itself. You, yourself, you are not a reflection. You are the thing itself. You are all nothingness, you are God. You are it. And everything else is a reflection. And if you forget that and you start believing the reflections that they are you, or starting to act the way the reflections offer you and forget your true nature and who you are, then you can never connect to truly who you are. You are distancing yourself from yourself, and it's a very funny process because you are already this beautiful reflection. You go wandering around looking for who you are. So the authenticity means that you are the thing that you were molded or created into by yourself. We are oneness. This thing is, or nothingness is oneness. There are no parts working together. It's oneness itself. The synchronicity is within itself. So this synchronicity, this oneness, is the creator of the appearance of the separate forms, which you perceive right now as a character. So basically we created a separate form, which is also us. And when we created these endless, countless forms, wow, we took beautiful measures to make each and every form very individual, very unique, one of a kind. It's not like a factory that everything comes out of the factory the same way. This is a beautiful factory. No item is like the other one. No handprint is like the other handprint of another human being. Nothing is the same. So we molded different forms in a beautiful way so they can be unique. So the world will be, wow, lustrous, I don't know, amazingly colorful and diverse. We did that because we wanted it to be like that, because it's beautiful. It's like a field with endless kinds of flowers. Each flower is unique. The eye it doesn't want to see the same kind of flower. And we wanted to show ourselves just how special we are, beautiful we are, unique. I don't know, you can look at nature around you and see this beautiful creation. And this also goes to the separate forms. And here comes the psychological structures of the characters that identify themselves as themselves. Because the separate forms don't want to stick out. They don't want to be different. They don't want to be noticed sometimes. So they feel, characters feel, people feel, that if they will express what they are, people will not accept them, or people will laugh at them, or not cooperate with them, or just don't like them. People are so scared that other people will not like them. They forget that they are those other people. With itself, this is forgotten, and then they feel, oh, if I will do and act the way I think is right, someone will not like it, and so I will adjust myself, and I will not angry anyone. I will not make anyone angry, or I will not stick out. So first of all, this means denying yourself of the freedom to be who you are. This is wrong. You always have to be secure enough to express yourself. You always have to have the power to be independent and to express who you are without fear. So this kind of adjustments take your freedom away from you. You are dependent on the ideas and minds of other people. And basically you don't know what they think. It's what you imagine the other people would think. So, whoa, start the circle, what they will think. I will do so, but you don't know what they think. Maybe they think something else. So this vicious circle you are trapped into, you try to adjust yourself, you depress and deny yourself from being authentic to your own mold as you molded it, and you don't express it, so you become more similar to other people, less unique, and okay, if it works for you, fine. But generally it doesn't work, and it creates many problems to the character. If the character is not authentic to its nature, her life are harder. She has a harder time to succeed in what she's doing because she's faking it all the time, lying all the time. It is exhausting, and people will notice that you are lying. People notice the inauthenticity. It's very easy to notice if someone is authentic or if he's just trying to gain something or to adjust himself. It's easier, and it's instinctive for people in their interactions. They feel it. They feel this authenticity rising or not. It's instant. You know, this woman is not. It's just playing with me or acting, and I don't trust her. So nothing good can come out of this. So this trying to adjust yourself to others is a recipe for failure in everything you do. I'm sorry, but this is how it will work. The only way you can succeed is to be honest with yourself and others, to express yourself as what you are and who you are, without the fear of not being accepted. Your authenticity is priceless. Your unique form, I have no words to describe to you how important it is for you to express it fully. The world needs your expression to be free and full. And when you deny the world from this expression, you only damage yourself, the character, the story, take everything down. Authenticity rises. Everything is rising. Authenticity of the character needs to be in the freedom of her mind, also in the ability to have all the information, read all the books, hear all the preachers. If you were raised as a Catholic, as a Christian, if you were raised as a Jew or as a Catholic or as a Muslim, doesn't matter. Your authenticity tells you something about God, about what you are. This is a deeper level of understanding and being authentic. Authentic with your spiritual search of just realizing what you are. You can take the words and books and beliefs and things that you were brought up on as truth and not question them and not see the inner voice that tells you where you belong. What is your way to express the spiritual thing, which is God, which is us. How to worship this thing, how to connect to this thing. Simcha doesn't have a way that she offers people how to connect to this thing that is them. But she always says that it's within you, as always. So the way of connecting to yourself is never in someone else's hands. It's being you. You can try to convince yourself that meditation is important, but you suffer throughout the meditation, and sometimes your kind of meditation doesn't suit you. You don't need meditation. You need to work in the field and sweat and see a flower that you planted bloom. This is your meditation, this focusing on the moment. You don't have to work in a certain kind of way. You have to be authentic to your passion, dreams, and likes, and to express your unique character through your abilities, not through anyone else's. And the spiritual search it's more obvious that people take this freedom, take this independence, and sell their authenticity. They sell themselves. They betray themselves, their expression, and they hope to gain something in return for this selling. It's like they expect to get the money. Oh, I will follow a spiritual path which is clear. I will forget my own quirk things and things that I have thought as a child and the things that my heart calls me to do. I will forget them and dedicate myself to this road. And this is how basically you sell your authenticity, you sell your independence. And in exchange, I will buy enlightenment. So you give all this money, and I have no words. There is not enough money. All the money that is printed now in the world is not worth your authenticity. You give all this thing to this path, to this other thing. You sell yourself, and you don't get what you paid for. You never get what you paid for, because they are not selling it. This product is not on the shelf. Enlightenment is not on the shelf for buying. It is yours. You are the one. If someone should sell, you would sell something which is yours. You want to sell yourself, sell yourself. So the thing to do if you want to reach enlightenment and to grow in your spiritual search is to be authentic to yourself as a spiritual seeker. Because you are a spiritual seeker and a character, you can explore these two sides of you and see where authenticity is being expressed by you. How close are you to your highest expression, the mold you created, we created you in. You can see that if you thoroughly examine your belief systems, what influenced you, what is the things that you do because you are driven by fear. What are they? These are points. Also in the character's life, what are the things that she is doing to please other people, to wipe her personality, to not stick out? You're a beautiful flower. Why not bloom? Why not show yourself your true colors? Why try to look like the flower next to you? Maybe it's blooming. Maybe you see someone and you want to look like him and to be like him because he's successful and he's like a role model. But he's a role model of himself, of how he maximized his abilities and his authenticity. If you see someone who is very successful, you can see that he's very loyal to himself. I mean the good kind of success, not the ones who use other people and succeed by having a lot of money or respect or assets. I don't know, they have material things. But if you see a person that is successful in his life, in his relationships, maybe someone who is very successful just by expressing himself as an artist, you can see that he's very authentic and he brings himself to the thing. So you can never bring yourself to another man's things or imitate him. If you imitate him, you will only make like it's a Xerox machine and you are the 10,000th copy of the image is blurred. You are not the original. You must be the first page in the Xerox machine. You are the first page. Unless you do that, your life will be limited. Limited in the spiritual search, limited in your relationship, limited in the way you can succeed in this life to achieve things that you want. And it's all up to you. This is always the good news. It's all up to you. You are the one who is choosing to do that, to sell yourself. Selling yourself, selling who you are, not trusting who you are, not expressing, not loving who you are. So denying yourself and everything just works according to your plan. While there's a big plan, your life plan, we always planned everything in advance, everything is pre-planned. In your narrative, in your story, wouldn't it be nice to see that the storyline demonstrate how the character bravely dared to be what she was meant to be by herself. Bravely became the highest expression of the unique form that she is. So beautiful, open, and sincere, given the present that she is to the world. Wouldn't it be great if this is the line of the story in your illusion of life, in your specific line of a story? Wouldn't you like to tell a story about a character so defined, so clear, so not like the others, so beautiful in its own way? Maybe it's a little strange, maybe it's different, but this is how stories work. Characters are different. This is what creates the movement, the laughter, the thing itself, the aliveness. So if you're denying this authenticity from the world, the book, you deny the story, and basically this thing, this all nothingness, this God is you, and unless you'll be you, you can never connect to it. So if you want to connect to it, connect to yourself. Don't buy enlightenment anywhere. Don't buy characters anywhere. Don't do that. Don't sell yourself. Don't sell what you are, your authenticity, your present. Don't give it away to anyone. Don't give up on it. Express it, and then you will be aligned with this thing, which is already this authenticity. It only cries for you. Express me. Trust me. Be me.